Hey y'all, Hannah here. Just wanted to say before you start the video, it's a little bit problematic. There's a lot of jumps that just don't make sense, a lot of cuts. There's a trash can in the background. I did not move ahead of time. Fly swatters, not the greatest background, but I'm trying to get back into filming. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, take some things from it. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah Dye and I hope y'all are doing well. It has been a pretty long time since I've last filmed, and I'm coming back with a beauty video every week and a baby-related, mom-related video every week. Asher is right over here, so you're going to hear him a lot playing. Hopefully he stays pretty happy through this video. Hi baby, I love you. But we'll see what happens. Every time I try to film videos, I've been trying for months, let me tell you. It always ends up being while he's awake, and he always ends up being super fussy through the video, and so then I have to go. Every time I try to film a video, he always ends up being super fussy, and so I end up having so many parts that need to be edited out that I don't get to actually upload it. It's too much work with him. So hopefully this video goes well, but let's go through my top 10 baby items for you to get for your baby. This is not going to be what needs to go on your registry. It definitely is not. There are so many things that you can put on your registry. I'll do a whole separate video that's going to be more newborn tailored. This is going to be items maybe you're going to buy for your baby. Maybe you will put some of these on your baby registry, but specifically these are going to be items that I personally bought for my baby. So, putting that out there, I also wanted to mention that on my registry, which like I said, this is not what goes on your registry, but I did want to mention that. So, is that better? Maybe that's better. Okay. Anyway, on my registry, I actually did not get that much stuff off my registry purchased by people who came to my showers. So I don't know how this video is going to work out really, because I don't know exactly what people did buy for me. I'll have to kind of go through and try to figure it out. But if you guys do want to see that, leave a link down below. I'm going to talk really loud over the baby, and let's just jump into it. The first thing I have is sleepers. Now, I have a couple of notes on these. If you don't know what a sleeper is, maybe you're a new mama, maybe you've never seen one. This is what they look like. They're like pajamas, but they're just like a one-stop shop pajama. You zip them in, and they go to bed in these. I have quite a few here. I want to show you guys the ones I don't like, and I'll show you the one that I really do like. This is by, I think, Wonder Nation. That's right, this is a 3 to 6 month one. He doesn't fit it. He's almost 8 months. He'll be 8 months on Sunday, I think. On the 18th, whenever that is, he'll be 8 months. So, like, Friday, Saturday. Oh, my goodness. I just realized that. But he was so little. Anyway, I don't like these. And the reason being, they're not double zipper, first off. But second off, you have to zip them in this way. So, you get your baby in. And then you have to, while the baby's probably rolling around at this age, you have to zip this up and put it over. That was actually a lot easier than putting it on him. But our problem was he was so, he wanted to move so much that it did not work out very well for these. We did make them work for us, but if we could go back in time, we probably would not have done this brand. Another one, this is actually the Carter's, just their regular ones. And these do not have the same situation as the Wonder Nation. They actually zip from the bottom up. But they only have one zipper, and that's why they made it on this list. Because the one, having the 2 zippers is so nice. Because when it comes to diaper changes, you don't have to get them out of their PJs, especially if they're rolling around. It's just a whole process. So having the double zipper is really nice. This one does not have it. It's not a horrible one. That's why the Wonder Nation was the first one I mentioned, is because I don't like them at all. And even the quality is just not great, even though they do have really cute patterns. The quality of these are not bad. I love the more narrow sleeves that they have, and kind of like that crew neck type style at the top. But I just don't love that they have only one zipper, and I find that their feet are just kind of an awkward shape as well. The one we do like, this one is wet, so hopefully you guys can see it good. But this is by Child of Mine by Carter's. So this is also Carter's, but it's the Child of Mine line of sleepers they have, or clothes that they have. This one's a fleece one. I do suggest, here's one other thing, is to get different textures. Get some cotton. Old Navy makes some really good cotton ones. And get some fleece, because you never know when you're going to have an extra cold day, or your heater's going to go out or whatever in the winter, and you're going to need something extra thick. But at the same time, I probably wouldn't put these on Asher if I was swaddling him. We started using these after we stopped swaddling around 4 months. But this is what they look like. They're super cute. They actually have a really good foot size. It's decently big that he can wear it for quite a few months. This one is sized, by the way, he's 8 months, and this is 3 to 6 months, and it still fits him. They run a little bit larger, do keep that in mind. But we just really, really like these. We've gotten lots of use out of them. Another note is make sure you do get zipper sleepers. Button ones you can use, especially when they're little bitty, they work a lot better. But when they get to this age where they are wanting to roll over all the time and you can't change them, you can't put clothes on them without, and we're back. When you get to a point where they want to roll over like this guy does, it's really nice to have sleepers that just zip up. It's just so much easier. Let's go with let's go with onesies. I have a list here. It's not very organized, so I apologize. Onesies, okay. I would really suggest having some solid onesies. That's one thing I wish I would have planned for a little bit earlier, is to get him more solid onesies. Because I got a lot of shirts like this. These are my favorite types of shirts, are just like the cutoff where it's not a onesie. My mom got us this. It's so cute. It says I got my mommy's heart, or I got mommy's heart. So cute. But I wanted to use this as an example. These shirts are great, but you really need solid onesies, or else it looks kind of silly to have a random pattern onesie under it. Because yes, their shirt's going to come up at some point. You'll see whatever's underneath. So I would definitely recommend getting some solid onesies if you can. They just would really make a difference. Also, as far as onesies go, I have 2 different options here. This one is a crew neck style. Why do you have spit up all over you? I brought this one for example. It's a crew neck style. Does not have little flaps, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. The issue with, and I lost the little, oh, there it is. Okay. The issue with these is when it comes to getting them off, they don't have as much rim around the head, and so I've noticed it irritates them more. Now this one's by Honest Company. The other one was by Carter's, by the way. This one's from Honest, though. This video is never gonna get made, y'all. These right here have like these little arm flaps. Can you see what I'm talking about right there? Hopefully it kind of shows up. They're awesome to get them over their heads and off, and they also work really well for folding them. You can kind of fold them down once you fold the shirt, and it keeps it from moving and everything. It's really awesome. But I just really recommend seeing that they have those. I do also like my crew neck type style, the ones that don't have the flaps, because they just look really cute. But the flaps are so much easier for day-to-day use. Bottles, I had to go through 3-4 different kinds of bottles before we figured out what we liked. We ended up liking Dr. Brown's. I was trying to try out the different ones because Dr. Brown seemed to be everyone's favorite, and I wanted to be different. But we ended up really, really liking the Dr. Brown's bottles, and so we ended up repurchasing some later. I would suggest, if you're going to try out new bottles, buy one. You can usually find them, actually Dr. Brown's, you can find them at TJ Maxx. That's where I ended up getting my first bottle. It was a single one for under $4. Tried it out. He loved it. We actually ended up using that one bottle for months and just washing it after he used it. And then just recently we bought an entire pack because we liked him that much. So, sorry guys, he's very distracting. So anyway, I would suggest if you're going to get bottles, get like single ones, but the Dr. Brown's ones were my absolute favorite. And they do have a lot of parts to them, but I don't find that they're that hard to clean, especially if you get the right brush for them. The next thing I have on here is a playpen. This is a recent thing we got this past month. It is a lifesaver because, okay, when your kid gets older, maybe not in the very beginning, maybe not up to 3 months maybe, but when they start wanting to crawl around and move around, it's nice to have someplace you can put them. They're safe, you know they can't get out of it. You can go do what you need to do, whether that's make yourself something to eat for breakfast. I usually use them for that purpose. It's so nice. But playpens are so nice. I'll leave my suggestions linked down below for all of these items, but I just wanted to put that in there. It is one of the best items we have ever bought for him. A bouncer as well. I was kind of skeptical. I saw people like, even like, what is it? It's a pediatrician. Is that right? Kid doctor. On YouTube, there's a video I watched where they were like, do not get bouncers for babies. They will end up turning their toes under and walking funny, which I'm sure can happen to some people. But I know my mom said she used them with no problem. I know people use them with no problem. So I eventually decided to get one. And I'm so glad I did because he loves to sit in that in front of this window right here and just watch the cars like a Croatian granny. It is so funny. But yeah, I love the bouncer. It's so nice. Such a good thing to have so you can go do things and he's entertained. I know it's not going to really help with his back muscles or anything, but he loves it. The other thing, okay, one of my top things, probably top compared to all these other items, is a mirror. You can get these for like under $10, I think, at Walmart. They're really cheap floor length mirrors. I'll try to have it on the screen. I had one in my room, and I did use it, but I wanted to get him a mirror, so I was like, I'm just gonna take it off the wall and see if he likes it. Taking it off the wall, we accidentally ripped it in the back, like on the back paper or whatever. It ripped, so we couldn't put it back on our wall, so it's now permanently his. And he loves it. He's been using it since he's probably like 2 to 3 months old, and he absolutely loves it. It is one of the best things that we put down there for him, and it was free because I already had it. Monitor, the one we use is this one. This is by the brand V-Times. I accidentally stepped on it. It got tangled up in a blanket, and let me turn it on and show you guys. It got tangled up in my blanket, and I stepped on it, and then the screen is all weird. But it's really cool because you can use the arrows to go back and forth. There is a zoom button. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Is that the right button? Yeah, zoom button. This one is a microphone that lets you talk to your baby. It doesn't work that great, I will be honest, the microphone. Maybe it's because we're so close to his room. I don't know. But other than that, it's a really good, simple one that's under $100, I believe, which is awesome. Okay, the Boppy is 100% worth it. Not for nursing. I didn't like it for nursing. Nursing was a whole another thing. If you guys want a video on that, it did not work out for us, unfortunately. We went, like, back and forth for months between nursing and not nursing, as we did, because you were being difficult. The Boppy did not work for that either way. However, what the Boppy works for really well is when they get old enough to feed themselves bottles. I'll just set him in there every day. Like, I had him in there while I started filming this. And, sorry, my husband taught him how to growl. Anyway, and he can feed himself while I go do things. This morning for breakfast, I put him in the playpen with the Boppy in there, set him up for breakfast. I could see him from the kitchen right here. And I was able to actually make myself breakfast, which was nice, because some days it's a little iffy there. So I definitely suggest that you get yourself a Boppy. And honestly, they're really comfy for your, as a pregnancy pillow for when you sleep. They don't take up a whole lot of room, but they give a nice cradle for your belly. So I definitely suggest getting one. I don't actually have the brand Boppy. I don't even know what the brand is, and if I can find it, I'll try to link it down below. I love having one of those Boppy pillows. I would definitely suggest getting extra sheets. That's another thing, is extra sheets are very important. Something we learned a little bit too late. Make sure you know how big they need to be, not just baby crib sheets, just like the actual dimensions, because we bought another pack. Or actually, my mother-in-law got us another pack, and it never fit his bed at all. It was too small. But it was labeled as a baby crib sheet. So all cribs are different, all mattresses are different, I suppose. So you probably should just check that out. Also, the last thing on my list, and hopefully this video actually gets uploaded, let's hope for it, is a diaper pail. I was not going to get one in the beginning, and I'm so glad that I did, because it is a lifesaver, especially for stinky diapers. The one I have, I've used Diaper Genies before at churches when I've changed, done nursery, or at daycare. I think they had one there. And they're fine. The problem with them is you can only do so many diapers before it needs to go out. And so it is costly for those inserts. The Decor one, though, it is absolutely amazing because it's just a giant trash bag made for it that you can just cut off. And you can cut it off at any length. It's like a giant roll of trash bag in the top. And so you can cut off as many of them as you want. But they're supposed to last for a month. I ended up getting like I think it was like a gift set that came with those, and it was a really big blessing to be able to have that, and it has been amazing. I wasn't planning on it, but it is just absolutely amazing. And a bonus thing I also want to mention, I suppose, was diaper bags for your diaper bag, like disposable bags. The reason being is, specifically at church, I've noticed we only change them like once every time we're at church. And so they don't end up taking the trash out. Whoever cleans the church doesn't take the trash out for the nursery every single week because it's only used twice and there's only one baby. And so what I've started doing is I just put the diaper, even if it's just a pee diaper or whatever, in one of those disposable bags in our diaper bag, and I'll toss it on the way out in the dumpster or take it home and just clean out his bag that night. You got spit up. Ew. And it tends to work pretty well for us. Alrighty, y'all, I've got to get this kid, I got to play with this kid. So I'll see you guys in a minute. You are covered in spit up, my friend. Wait, guys, this is horrible. Oh my goodness. There you go. Better? Good. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Oh, the next video coming up, I want to do top favorite makeup products. Let me know any suggestions of products you like so I can try them out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.